Here today. It's Monday morning. I know how it is on Mondays. I know how it is on Mondays. Come on, guys. We got to wake up. We got to wake up, see what the day offers, and get ready to go. So I know somebody's out there. Connie, you out there yet? Good morning, Suzanne. Loman, I think it says. Ronnie Neal. Good morning. Oh, Ronnie. Uh, Ronnie felt abused, guys. Felt like I had abused him. I'm gonna be easy on him. I'm gonna be easy on him. Good morning, guys. Look at all these names coming across here. Deborah, Teresa, Linda, Diana Kay, Linda, and they going pretty fast now. Good morning, guys. It's Monday morning. Carol Cardacy. Hey, sweetie. Uh, I got up about 4:30 because I thought Coda Bear would be here at 5, and I just got through eating a sausage biscuit. You know, I didn't shave, Ronnie. I didn't shave this morning. I may shave. I can shave right now if you need me to, Ronnie, but I'm not. I'll do it later. Uh, got up 4:30, had a shower, had a cup of coffee. Little girl didn't show up until 6. Hi, sweetie. Didn't show up until 6, which is okay. I was watching the news and stuff. Uh, I was going to go out to the camper this morning. It was just not really cold. It's wet. It's a wet cold out there, but the camper be fine. But G had a doctor's appointment, and little Coda Bear is in there asleep. I can't leave her, and I've got her little TV going when she wakes up. Hope she'll wake up happy. Hope. Morning, Nicole. Karen, good morning. You saw me blushing. Did I blush? I may have. She starts telling me about all these old boyfriends she had. And see, I never knew about all this Paul before I married her. That maybe made a difference. I didn't tell her all mine either. Not gonna. I gotta survive. Anyway, went to the donut shop yesterday. Well, the feed store. I call it the donut shop. I got one donut. That's all lady this morning told me I was correct. It was Couth. I only got one. Thank you, sweetie. Couth. One guy got 3, but he had a whole bunch of guys, and they just loaded a bunch of feed, so I guess it's okay. He'd come back in and get each one of them a donut. There's a truckload of guys out there, and they load up a pile of feed. And they probably saw me through the window eating a donut. I like the plain glazed donuts, but they're out. And I don't really care for the filled donuts and stuff, the filling. That they got yesterday's kind of like a cinnamon type donut. It's pretty good. Anyway, wasn't yesterday, Saturday. Maybe Wednesday we'll get out to the camper. I'd like to start getting outside and do some of our lives, but it's just been so nasty out there. I think for the next week or two, Mary Broussard. Anybody say, yeah, there is a Mary Broussard. Is she out here this morning? So many names, I don't always miss a name unless somebody tells me they're sick or something like that. I keep check on them. Yeah, there is a Mary Broussard. Sure is. Thank you for me seeing that. I haven't seen her. Maybe she'll check in with us, okay? Maybe I can go back and find a comment of hers, an old comment, and send her a message, okay? I'll try that. We do have a new lady, Laurie, I think, from southern Canada, southern part of Canada, wherever that might be, southern part, joined our little family and was excited to be here with us, and we're excited to have her. And I saw so sweet, so many of you guys reached out to her, welcomed her aboard. And I thought it was so sweet. Because we're like a family here. We're not like any of the other, and maybe maybe we'd do better if we was like the others. But they out showing all this good stuff, and we will too. But we just kind of gather up in a big room here and chat. And there's always somebody in the corner. Like remember those little stories about the little Johnnies? The little Johnnies? Well, there's always one over the back room, that little Johnny, and we know who he is. And now he's got a gang. He's got a gang. Yeah, William. Yeah, he got a gang. Steve, Ricardo, Jimmy, and I'm sure there'll be others to join up with them. Some of you ladies may even join in their little gang. Be abusive. Yeah. All right. Amanda, good. Thank you, sweetie. Shauna, William, he lying again. No, I'm not lying. I'm not lying, William. Ronnie was abused. Felt abused yesterday. He got me, sent me a message, said I kind of done him wrong. I ain't used the language he used. I had to apologize. And I don't know what for, because whatever he got, he deserved. But anyway, he's a good guy. His lips are moving. I know. He sound like Cuz. Cuz says if my lips are moving, I'm lying. That's because Cuz is guilty of a lot of things, and it hurts him to see that I'm not guilty of a lot of things. Good morning, Steve. This weather, this whole week, is going to be rainy off and on. I think Thursday and Friday, even a lot more rain. And but as long as that cold air stays away, I'm okay with it. I'm okay. I won't get a lot done outside. Today's Monday, and good morning, Nancy. I couldn't see what you was getting rid of, Nancy. I might want it. I might want it. She says I'm a hoarder. I might want it. There you go. Thank you, Tori. Cuz is not an angel. He sure is not an angel. I tried to raise him right. He kind of, I guess when I went off the Marines, he kind of he went the wrong direction on his own. He just fell out. Dad, I couldn't see what you're not going to try anymore. I was trying to see what you're saying. So, good morning. There's Vera and Karen Owen. Without the S, and there's Diana. Second cup of coffee. Diana lives over here, I think, in San Antonio, I think, and always very nice to me. She's always been very nice. Her comments are so sweet. If Ronnie could hang around people like that, well, his wife is sweet, but she don't have no control on Ronnie. He's done out there. Good morning, Sue. Hope you and Steve are doing good this morning. William, you got a calf? Says something about your calf doing okay. I didn't see what you said here. Thank you, Kathy. You're so sweet. PawPaw is a very nice person. Y'all see that, boys? You see that, boys? Yeah. So I'm not going to get a lot done outdoors. Ben is not going to come today. I thought he'd be coming today and was going to do a little bit more. I want to do more stuff in the goat house. I can probably do some of that myself. It'll be out of the rain. And but he's not going to make it today. He's got something else going on. Good morning, Cherry. Good morning, Beth. Oh, you're in the hospital, sweetie. Hope you pray for you, baby. You get better real quick. Get on out of that hospital. Kathy's got my back. I need somebody, sweetie. I need somebody to get my back. Well, thank you, Christine. I take that as a compliment. Good morning, Sandra. I'm new here, but we're happy to have you, sweetie. Just joined in the family here, and There are a few people I might need to tell you to watch out for. And one of them's Ronnie and William, Steve. Besides those guys, you're safe. You're safe. Uh, it's hard for me to catch all these little messages coming across. So if I miss yours, please don't be offended, okay? Because they zip by pretty quick, and I can just see little pieces of them. All right, thank you, Steve. Welcome Sandra on board here. Uh, Good morning, Linda, Sandra, John. Hey, there's John. Hey, John. Join the crowd, buddy. Just watch your back. Watch your back. You kind of follow my lead. If you see me kind of shy, you get ready. No, he's a good people. He's a good people. Good. Glad to see your name on there, John. Uh, I'm blessed, seriously, to have these guys. I look forward to these little old lives in the mornings and kind of set my Jimmy's my friend too out there wherever he's at. Jimmy, tell you about Jimmy. Jimmy's Ronnie's neighbor and friend. He's the one Ronnie messed his toilet up. Jimmy had a water leak, and because Ronnie told him to drip his water, and I may have told y'all that story, and he didn't, and it busted a couple of lines, and they dripped. Ronnie could have went over and helped him fix them. He could have. If I'd have been close, I would have. Did he? No. No, he's still sore about that toilet. So he sends Jimmy this message. And I'm going to clean it up. I'll clean it up for you. Jimmy has that, what's that name of that toilet? Bidet or something like that. Shoots that water up. That got Ronnie unawares. Well, he sends him a message, something like that. I hope that eye sucker when it come up didn't hurt you, or something like that, of that effect. Good morning there. Bidet, yeah, bidet. Okay, I couldn't. We've never had nothing like that. Ronnie's got a nice one now out there in his outhouse. Got a water hose. Okay, let's just keep moving right along here. Worming pellets. Yes, I do use worming pellets a lot for my goats. It's a positive pellet. You can get it at Walmart. Some Walmarts. You can get it at Tractor Supply. It's fairly expensive. You can get a small bag. I think it's a 6-pound bag. $20 or so. You can give each goat a pound. Problem with goats and that, the goats do this musical chairs type thing. They're never happy with their trough. And if you can separate them, it works out great. 1 pound to clean them up. Or you can use liquids, or ivermectin and stuff like that. I guess work too. I've used Safeguard goat medicine. It comes in it's a oral. You just put it in their mouth, squirt in their mouth. If you can handle your goats okay. The positive pellet is, and they make others. I don't know. Real easy to use if you can keep your goats from this stuff. Because what happened, a big goat will jump over and shove this and over, and he'll get 3 or 4 big bites, jump back on his another one. If you got a younger goat or smaller goats, or just a more timid goat, they're having to move out. They're not getting their full share. So that's something you just got to deal with. When I use it, I try to separate mine and do it like that. I don't have that many. My cousin lives out in West Texas, has a goat ranch, but like a couple hundred head of goats. And they bring them in, I think he told me every 3 months. They have a guy comes out and they pin them and they run them down this chute, real narrow chute. And they have a drench gun that hooks it in their mouth and squirts that drench. And I don't know what the drench is, but that's how they do theirs every 3 months. It works pretty good. giving you an education here on goats. Goats that eat brush and stuff, picking up pie, they don't get reinfected as easy as goats that eat grass. Because when they poop, if there's worm eggs in that poop, they will eventually hatch, and the little larvae will crawl up on grass. And when goats come along eating the grass again, they re-ingest it. But just keep them. I used to try to do mine every month or two, and it's worked out good. Good morning, Peggy. Ricardo. Good morning, Ricardo. Ricardo's maybe off today. I'm not sure if he's off on Mondays or not. When he's at work, he has to kind of just hit and miss with us, Ronnie says green pine straw is a natural worm. Maybe. Maybe. Hi, Tracy. It may be, Ronnie. I'm really not sure. I'm sure there's natural wormers out there. Someone has said pumpkin seed is a natural worm. It may be also. Ricardo's off today, boy. I'm glad you're here, buddy. Ricardo, I've told y'all the same kind of business Ronnie was in. Ronnie retired. I'm sure Ricardo's a whole lot more efficient. That's a big word, but y'all know what it means. Good morning, Claire. Yeah, Ricardo may be sleeping in late today. He's here now. He's here now, though. I try to get up at 4:30. You're waiting on that little girl. Some morning she comes in, she's wide awake. I mean, that little girl just yeah. And some mornings, like this morning, she come in asleep and still asleep. And she said when she gets up, she'll want her little pecan roll, and I got one laid out in there. And she'll want her little hot chocolate, and I've got it all ready to go. All I got to do is dump it in her little cup, put some warm water in it, stir it up good, and hopefully she'll be happy. She's housebroke now, so I don't got to worry about that kind of stuff. Yeah, she's housebroke. The only thing she'll have to do is if she's wearing one of her little long dresses to pull it up in the back, tie a knot behind her neck so it don't hang down when she's trying to go to the potty. It's okay. I told you, she has this little old frozen nightgown. She loves it. And she'd wear it over here, wear it off. You would have to take it off, just force her to take it off and wash it and dry it, and then she put it right back on. And it'd be like that every day. Well, the other day, she took it off for some reason. I think G washed it for her. And then when she got ready to go home, it was still in the washer. And she went home upset. And her mom said she pitched a fit. She whined and pouted and whined. Couldn't they come back and get it? She got up. Dust was home. She said, I'm going to go to Walmart and get her another one so you can have one here and one over there. So that made her happy. All right. Housebroke. Yeah, housebroke. Your granddaughter doesn't, hey, this one here didn't either. This one didn't want to do it either. And during that, it wasn't holidays. It might have been during that, was out of school for that snow and stuff. Her mom got her really going good. And so she's housebroke now. I'm proud of her. Old Dustin, he's in St. Louis this week. He works for Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch. He's in management, and he went up there, personnel issues or whatever, up to sit in on some meetings or whatever. And I see y'all talking about me, about the donuts. I got a donut. I'm not upset about it. Yes, William, you're right. Poor Jimmy uh, went out to had to turn his water off, and I think Ronnie had something to do with it. Uh, he went out to turn the water back on, and somehow he either got pushed by his friend, but he went down in this hole where you turn the water on, and his elbow got trapped down there with all them metal pipes and valves and faucets and stuff, and his arms all scraped up. It's sad that somebody you trust could do that to you, and then on top of that, Ronnie tells me later, he says, I'm going to go over and dig that hole bigger. Next time the whole guy go in it. His whole body. Say it. Uh, anyway, where were we at? Oh, yeah, house broke. Ronnie's working on it. Just give him time, guys. Give him time. Give him time. Uh, Lester came by yesterday and to get Lex, and we had a good visit. And I said, please be careful with that bull. I don't trust bull. I do trust Moses a lot, and I did Billy. But you can't trust a bull. Uh, Bulls are like, well, take for instance, like Ronnie got his feelings hurt. He got all puffed up. Bulls can get their feelings hurt or get angry, and you don't know it. And you know, it may have been another cow out there did something, or another bull across the fence. You don't know what's caused their inner sides to be a little bit enraged, just a little bit angry. And you walk by, you pet them every day, you run your hand down their back, and all of a sudden, they bump you. Or maybe hard, maybe even worse than hard. Uh, so you have to always be cautious. And I know Lester's being cautious, and I hope he always stays cautious around that bull, or any bull. My uncle, I go back to my Uncle Fry, cousin's dad, raised this Brahma bull from a calf. And he was his herd bull, big bull. Big old round horns come out. But the bull was just, you could set kids up on his back. Yeah, you sit up there on that old big hump. They sit there with their hands on that old big hump. Yeah. But he went in one day to feed the bull. The bull standing there with the cows. And he always fed the bull separate in his stall. And he goes in with a bucket of feed. The bull follows him in. And the bull went nuts. He started hitting him, knocking him down, trying to get him with them horns. And he went up underneath the feed trough. He tore the feed trough off the wall trying to get him. Yeah. And the only thing saving him was probably the feed room behind that feed trough stuff was up off the ground so high on blocks. And he's able to crawl up underneath there and crawl on through and come out the other side of that barn. And that bull tore it all apart. He just mad. And then worked my feet. Yeah, can't trust him. We had a big Brahma bull named Ike. And down there about where my brother lived, on that hill there, it'd been raining for days. The ground, this little sand ground, just like turns to quicksand almost. And the cows coming up through there, and he bogged down, just literally bogged down in that sand, quicksand. And all the cows behind the barn, and Ike wasn't there, and my dad, started calling him, went to look in there, he found him down there in this cold rain. Couldn't get him up. And the more we messed with him, the more he wanted to fight us. So my dad went down and built a tent over him so he wouldn't be rained on. Took him water, took him feed, took him hay inside his tent. It's a day or two like that before the ground was even hard enough to try to get him up out of there. And my Uncle Fry and Mark Pantay, I've talked about him before, he's been a cattle buyer. They brought their horses down, put ropes around his horns, and couldn't get a tractor back there, it was too boggy, and pulled him up out of that stuff. And he come up, he was after him. He wanted them, and they tried to hit him. But yeah, he come up out of that mud, and he was Took a while to get them ropes off his horns. So anyway, you can't trust bulls. I love Moses. I go out there and pet him all over, but I'm always cautious too. And I don't move fast. Uh, I've got to be. Well, I couldn't outrun him. I know that. If he got after me, I've had it. I've just had it. I'll have to just count on Buster and Woody helping me. Uh, but no, I always, I'm always cautious. If he seemed like he got any anger in him at all, okay, get over it, bud. I'll be back later. The bull is a bull. That's right. Anyway, that's just some old stories here. So anyway, yeah, we had a good talk. He said he's going to be very cautious now. I'm sure he will. Don't let his guard down. Don't think because one day he's out there nice, he may not be nice on the inside. So a lot of folks talking about Jake, telling me about taking some of his stuff out of his house, taking it down to this new house over there. What all he's got to do to it. G and all of them offered to go help anytime he wanted them to, but I think Jake likes doing stuff like that by himself or with Lissa, and probably not a good idea to take the baby in there right now, all that dust and stuff flying and stuff. Chuck is a sweetheart. He may be. He may get fixed soon. Lester talked about that yesterday. I told Lester, so that may change his sexual, you know what I'm saying. But it ain't going to change what's in here in his, he's still going to be a bull in here. He may not be chasing the girls, but they think Jake's a lot younger. Jake's got a lot of experience. He's done a lot of stuff around here, growing up doing stuff. I'm sure Jake knows a little bit about what he's doing. Anyway, I think Jake could do okay over there. If all else fails, that'd have to be a big shop. I'd make a shop out of it if I decided it got to be too much to. Someone was telling me on a message, said, well, it may be too much to, bring it back to where it needs to be. Well, you can make a big shop out of it, Though Jake built his own house. Jake knows how to build. He'll be fine. So let's just hello, Michelle. How you doing, sweetie? Trying to watch those names come by. There's Jackie. Jake built a nice little house over here on the other side of Dan's. It's really a nice little house and beautiful on the inside. It's nice on the outside too, but it's beautiful on the inside. Him and Alyssa went in and completely remodeled it more or less after the flood, I think, and redid it. And it's just a beautiful house. Will I come with Dan when he comes to get? Dan's going to be going up to Ronnie's one day to get a new calf, and I may go. I don't know. I may go with Dan. I was abused last time I went, and when you get abused somewhere, you don't like to go back and get abused again. It's just common sense. But I'm sure I probably will. But I'm gonna take. I'll take my cane, but I've also got a stick, a walking stick. I may take it just in case. cane don't reach out far enough. We had a good time. We went up there, Ronnie's. Ronnie's got a nice farm up there in Louisiana. My only fear was them gators out there chasing them chickens. And we had to go through the chicken yard. And them gators, that wasn't real big, 7, 8 foot long, but that's big enough to bite a foot off. I don't see how Ronnie outruns them. They're there. My fear would be going out there at night and not being able to see them. Gators are kind of dark, laid on the ground there, Practice. Steve says it just takes practice to learn how to outrun them. I guess so. Steve. You grow up there from a little kid. You grow up, and them gators chase you as a little kid. You grow up as an old man, still running. You got your shortcuts. You know them shortcuts. Oh yeah, well if I go, they're gonna have to be done. Last time we said, seriously, me and old Dan went last time. We spent the night at Dan's cabin, not too far from where Ronnie lives. Dan's got a lake cabin, and real nice. And we spent the night there. The next morning early, got up and we took on over to Ronnie's, and we stopped at a donut shop. Yeah, we did. Got some coffee and donuts. Yep. So them donuts just. Well, you know how it is. Well, of all people, of everybody on this channel besides myself, there may be more. You know all about donuts. You're a state trooper. You know them. As my old friends say, you know it. You know it. Yeah, I'm not eating them chicken coop donuts, I'll tell you that. But yeah, I'll probably go. I don't know. It'll be hard to make myself go, but I probably will. I wouldn't mind, seriously. Yeah, listen to me. I don't mind. And Dan don't like doing it. Dan would like to leave and stop at the cabin and spend the night and get refreshed the next morning and then go on and then drive straight home. I would rather drive straight there, be abused, get the calf, and drive straight home. Because when we go, I got to take him 2 goats that belong to Ronnie. Now Ronnie sent me a gift card to feed them, and I thought that was sweet. But he knows, and I know that gift card ain't gonna last 3 or 4 years. I just best when you ride, don't send it up when I'm serious. I'm just picking on you. We will be taking those goats to him. I saved them for him. 2 little girls. They belong to Sophie. Both of them like little twins. Well, they look alike, but they're twins. Ronnie's got plaids, Kathy, because he went to town and his wife had to get on to him because he'd been on that medication, and it made him kind of more than this, more. And when I got in his truck and went off to town shopping, and he comes home and he walks into them plaids on. She says, "You didn't go in or did you?" Yeah. What? But he got plaids. I think all you guys got plaids. I bet William's got plaids. William sent us a picture one of these days of his plaids. Steve sent me a picture. He got plaids. I'm sure Ricardo's got some plaids, and Jimmy and all the rest of them got plaids. But Steve's wife sent me a picture of him in his plaids. Us guys look good in plaids, guys. We look good in plaids. We look good. All right, Black Diamond wearing plaids right now. There you go. No, William, you got plaids. No, you go, William. I ain't got no plaids. Yeah, you got plaids. I bet you got plaids. All right, Diana got plaids. Night shirt. Karen's got plaids. We all, probably most of us got plaids, and I bet William got plaids. He just don't want to admit having plaids like us, like us's. Look at all the people in plaids. Everybody got plaids. Kayla's got plaids, sleeping sets. There you go. Casey got plaids. I think plaids is the end thing. Ever since I got my plaids, I've considered them to be the end thing because I'm the end guy. I'm modern, up to date. Yeah. Yeah, I saw you comment. Yeah, Lester has a soft heart. Lester's got a soft heart, and all of his animals are they're well taken care of, and he's probably got, should I not, but he'll do the right thing. Yeah, I'm a trend. Thank you, Linda. I'm a trendsetter. That's what I want to say. So many big words, trendsetter. I don't ever use the word trendsetter, but that's a good word. I like it. I'll probably tell Gene when he gets back. Did you know I'm a trendsetter? I think my plaids are all flannel. I don't know what fleece is. I don't know, fleece. Sounds fancy. Okay, Anna Marie Picaza has something flannel. I didn't get to see all of it. Nancy lives in Florida. She very seldom wears her plaids. I can imagine that, but except for here last week. You could have worn them probably. An influencer. Plaids all over the country. No, I didn't. Oh, boy. I think you probably right. If fleece is more warmer than plaids, you probably don't need them in Texas. Maybe fleece is that big wool-looking stuff you see on these big coats people wear up north. It's a big white wool-looking liner or something. Maybe that's what fleece is, like sheep. Maybe, I don't know. Kayla said yes, but I don't know if she's saying yes to me or not. Carla got cold somewhere in the air conditioner. I forget. I couldn't see all that, sweetie. Fleece is like a dust rack. Kim sent me a joke, and I don't mean to offend nobody now. Somewhere in the Bible, and I've read the Bible off and on all my life, but here, somewhere in there it says, "From dust, you take it, but in dust you'll return." Okay, y'all, if you're familiar with that, you know what I'm talking about. And so she says the next time Mom asks you to dust, say, "No, that might be somebody." Dust on something. Kim, I'm gonna try it, baby. It ain't gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. All right. Yellow plaids. Wow. I think Ronnie, his wife says his plaids are blue plaids, and my plaids are red. I'm a red plaid guy. Yellow plaid's probably cute too. Blue plaid's probably cute too, Ronnie. I hope they fit you well, Ronnie, and you just didn't go in some store baggy pants on and look like you had an accident. It's, oh no, get him out of here. I don't think he got pink. He may have pink, Ronnie. He may have pink. All right. this little lady, this kind of crude, I guess, but it's all in fun. And she knew that's the kind of guy I am, fun guy. And she was a sweetheart. She could be very, very good Christian lady and sang to the children on my special needs bus. The last few years I drove the bus, and she wore these red. Sometimes she wore these red, they're like pants, but they're real like not. I don't know what you call them. They're baggy pants, and she'd always say, "You look nice, Mr. Morrow." She'd say that, Mister, used to kind of irritate me, And well, thank you, Lady. Her name was Lady. Sweet she'd be. And I said, "You look nice too." And kids getting on, she'd be singing to them and telling them stories, and just we just going about our business. All I had to do was drive. And one, I don't think they were parachute pants. But they was kind of a wool. I think they were kind of wool. It's wintertime, and but anyway, she gets on her one morning, and I'm sitting there. I think I was having a cup of coffee and a donut, guys. I think I had a donut, and letting the bus warm up. It's wintertime, just sitting there. And she gets on. She says, "Well, you look nice, Mr. Morrow." Just picking, because after that it'd always be Gene, or maybe other words I couldn't hear. Anyway, she gets on it one day and she does something. I said, "Lady," I said, "Can I be honest with you?" She said, "Well, of course." I said, "Those pants look nice, but," I said, "sometimes it looks like you've had an accident in them because they're so baggy in the back." Oh, she turned and rid of those pants. I apologize to her. I'm just picking on you, baby. I just picking. I know you're picking. I know you're picking. I had a lot of fun with her. She's sweet. She passed away here 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, she was a sweet lady. Mary Coker. Mary Coker. Good morning, Mary. I haven't seen Connie. Is Connie out here this morning? Connie Hill. Connie for several days in a row was first. First name popped up there. Connie Hill. And I'd get on here and say, "Okay, Connie, where you at?" There. Hey, there she is. There's Connie. Okay. You can't remember these names, all of them. You can when you see them. That's one of your people. But and you'll notice sometimes a strange name. Like Laurie from Southern Canada. I use it as a strange name, but we've had some Lauries before, or maybe still have some. But you try to catch them and welcome them, when you see them, a new one, and because all you guys been here, you're welcome, and you're my people, and I appreciate you. I really do. I always bragging about my people at the family here. Everybody here, I think, has a YouTube channel, and I'm always bragging about my people. Maybe not as many as the rest of them got, but I got some good folks here. They stick with me, even though there are people out there trying to make me look bad. They try, but you guys stick with me. Garlic. What are you having there, William? You making something with garlic in it? I love garlic. Maybe I'll come over. Tell you a story about garlic. Yeah, I know a story about garlic. Used to, me and the boys, we always hunted, and we would trap and stuff, and sometimes in the wintertime, there's still be mosquitoes out in the wintertime. And you'd be off there trapping, setting your traps, and the mosquitoes just be eating you up. Well, I've been told, okay, I'll talk about that in a minute. I'd been told about garlic, would repel insects. And they do. So I went and bought me a bunch of garlic. Now, I think I'd have a chunk of garlic with it every meal except for breakfast. And I probably smelled bad. I still brush my teeth and all that. Yes, I do all that, but I'm just saying, it would come out in your pores. Like if you sweat, you smell like garlic. And I would be in the woods, mosquitoes be eating everybody. There's mosquitoes all over. No, not one on me. How you keep them all? Eat garlic, boys, eat garlic. But finally, my wife said, you got to stop eating that garlic. You smell like garlic. Your clothes smell like garlic. I love garlic, but so now I still eat garlic, but I don't eat it as much. I take a garlic peel. It's supposed to be good for you. Little birdie. I hope y'all seen the video. I'm feeding the cows, and she says, do not let her out. Do not let her out. I don't let her out. Sometimes she gets out, runs between my feet, going out the gate. G had put her in the backyard, and she dug out. Now, I'm out there behind the barn working, feeding the cows. And here she comes, running through the mud, the cow poop, dirt, mud, it don't matter. It don't matter to her. And she grabs a cow cube. They're about so long. It runs over there and starts digging her little hole and burying it with her nose, like a bone. She ain't gonna be able to eat that thing after it sits there and soaks up all that old water stuff. It'll dissolve right there, and it'll be nasty. But I guess she thinks it's something she can come back and get later. And Woody runs by and just like looks at her like, you stupid girl. But yeah, it's my fault. And I said, no. I said, it ain't my fault. Go out there and look. There's a hole underneath the fence. When Ben comes tomorrow, I'm going to have him put a row of rock along that fence so she can't dig out. We had dinner yesterday. We had garlic bread with it. I like garlic. Yeah, I tell Gene, if we're gonna buy bread to serve with our food, let's make sure it's garlic bread. Yeah, that's good. Guys, it's warming up down here. At least through here. It's still wet, and coldish, but not like it was. And I don't know if we have another hard. They keep saying more's coming, but on the local news, they're not talking about anything coming in the near future. But I think these long-range guys say in February, which is only next week, we'll be getting some more. In fact, G's birthday is Sunday, I think, the 2nd, Groundhog Day. And a lady in Pennsylvania told me how to pronounce that town where that pig, where that little old guy is. That, what is it? Groundhog. Yeah, that groundhog sees a shadow or not. And I can't remember how to say that word. But she sent me spelled it out, how to say it. And no, nobody likes garlic on your breath. Atari, they sure don't. You gotta gargle and brush your teeth, sweet, if you eat it. No, nothing like onion breath. Jesus, lady. Gigi, Puckatony. Yeah, that's where it's at. Puxatony. If I can remember that. G has a weird, because her old mama told her all this stuff. Ladies don't do this. Ladies don't do that. Well, I know lots of ladies that do all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I call them ladies. No, ladies don't do that. Yes, they do. Yes, they do, G. Well, ladies sure won't do that. Oh, yes, they will. Oh, man, I'll get into it sometime. Puxaswanee, Puxatony. See, I already forgot to say it. Puxatony. I want you to remember that. Puxatony. I'll call old Cuz that morning and say, hey, that groundhog up there in Puxatony, see, he's like, what? What? Cuz he's not educated like myself. He's more simple. He's more simple. Yeah, yeah. I went to college. Stop, boys, stop. Buster, stop. Buster wants to go out there and hurt somebody right now. He wants to go hurt somebody. The Red Lobster biscuits, I don't know about Red Lobster biscuits. I don't know about Red Lobsters. I like biscuits, good biscuits. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all dip snuff? Yeah, there you go. I've seen ladies that dip snuff. My grandmother, well, her mother, great grandmother, dipped that over. Garrett stuff is red, and it'd be like always like a little red stain right here. And a friend of mine, old Jimmy, name was Jimmy Cure, dipped. Jimmy was redneck if there ever was. He's passed away now. But he wouldn't mind me telling the story on him. He'd come by sometime and visit. Him and his wife, and he'd drive up and he dipped. And he wouldn't come in the house. He'd spit all that mess out before he'd come in the house. So none of us dip. I ain't sit around spitting in that can, But going down the road, his spit would blow back in on him. And his wife complained, So this is redneck here, guys. This is redneck here. Don't try this at home. Well, Ronnie, you might have already done this. I don't know. He had a funnel with a hose on it attached to the inside of his truck, right up here by the dash. And that hose went out the bottom of that truck. Nice truck. Can you imagine drilling a hole through the floor? God almighty. I'd quit dipping. All right. Oh, you guys. Y'all talking about all kinds of stuff now. Groundhog Day. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, sweetie. And invite your neighbors over, and maybe we'll have a better conversation next time. We won't get into dipping and some of that stuff you guys talking about here. Buster has a bark that's just, and it's sudden. He'll be laying on the back of the couch. Anything moves out there. Instant, what? And you look out, be one of Dan's old gunner walking across the yard, or maybe one of them peacocks out there flapping his wings, but Buster don't miss nothing. Last night, though, see, we have a coon that comes every night. I've showed y'all his tracks on my mule. And he goes out, he climbs up on my mule, looks all around if I left a snack on there, I guess, from the cows or whatever. And if I leave cat food out, that's when I feed in the mornings. And so all the cat food is gone. What's wrong, buddy? What's wrong? You okay? You okay now? You chase it off? I know you did. Don't wake that little girl up. And anyway, that coon had come looking for cat food last night. And I didn't know it. I let Buster out to go potty before bedtime. Buster evidently knew it real quick. Went out the door immediately his little hair stands up, his back starts barking, run around there. Well, he sounds the alarm, here comes Bandit, Woody, and Verdi, and Kippy. All five of them went flying out there barking, and I hear that coon around there growling and everything else. He come flying out of there. He come flying off that over that fence and took off. So he said 5 of them's too many. What y'all gonna tell Gigi about? I ain't done nothing wrong. Wait, they want to tell on me for something, guys. Yeah, you know I'm innocent. No, I've got proof about Verdi getting into stuff, guys. I got proof of her jumping in that water and going round and round that water trough and then getting out there and in the mud. Oh, Buster may have rolled her a couple of times, but that's just because he's playing. Yeah, we watched the ball game last night. Yeah, I am scared of her. That's why I'm still married today. I didn't get no divorce. I can't afford it. So, okay, baby, okay. Anyway, we watched ball games with Lex. He wanted the Commanders to win, which I call them the Redskins. I don't know why they changed that name. I don't think it was disrespectful at all. But it wouldn't bother me. I'm part Native American, don't bother me. But they changed the name. Anyway, he wanted the Commanders to win, but they got really beat up bad. And G wanted the Eagles to win, which they did. So her and Lex going back and forth with each other. Well, I didn't really care myself, honestly. Didn't really care. I knew LE would be for the Chiefs. I'm a big Chief fan. But I kind of like Buffalo too, So it wasn't going to break my heart either one of them won because it's still going to be, I think, a good Super Bowl, whichever one of those won. As it was, the Chiefs did win. And they're going to be going back to the Super Bowl again. I think it's going to be a good game. They've had a matchup there before. And I think it's going to be a good game. I don't think it'll be one-sided. We've seen some one-sided ones before. But we're talking about this is Super Bowl 59, I think they said. And G and I was talking. We've been married 57 years. I think I've seen every one of them. I think I have. I know we've seen every one of them since we got married. I think I've seen the 2 before that. Before, I think they called them, back before that, they called them, the NFC and the AFC had their own champions. And then finally they started putting them together. I think that's the way it worked out, if I remember right. I did not push Verdi in the mud and the poop. I did not. I've never done that, William. Verdi don't need no help. She don't even need no help getting in it. She likes it. Okay, Vicky Israel. Welcome, sweetie. Welcome to the family here, Vicky. You're now PawPaw's people. Not a follower. You're my people. Followers are fine. If it's what people like to say. Laurie said that she wants to be a follower. I said, no, don't be a follower. Just be one of our people, because we like to just gather up here but you need to know, you can trust what I say, Vicky, but there's a few of them guys out there, and you'll learn them real quick. You'll learn them. They're not trustworthy. And the rest of us are trying to keep them straight, okay? We try to keep them straight. Anyway, yeah, it's going to be a good Super Bowl. We'll be going out. Yeah, Peggy, thank you for telling that. We'll be going out. Watch my regular channel, Peggy, Vicky. Hanging with PawPaw on YouTube. Regular channel. It's one every day. I'm out with the animals all day long, off and on. I do whatever I'm doing. That's what I video. It's not going to be. My videos are not directed toward one thing because I don't have time for that. I don't have time to go out and prepare a setup to do a video. I just do what I'm doing. And some of my videos, they're kind of shaky. I've had people say they got seasick. I sway when I walk. I can't help it. And I've had some say, well, one lady told me one time, she says, I love that man. His video was upside down. I don't know how that happened. I wasn't walking around upside down, I'll say that. But those things happen. It's real. This is real here. This is real stuff. This is not make-believe. This is not rehearsed. It's just real. So there you go. I don't edit. I don't edit, okay? All right, guys. We've been here 60 minutes. I know y'all tired of this. And, yeah, it's upside down slow mo. I do slow motion sometimes on purpose. Now, sometimes I hit that button on purpose, and sometimes I didn't. And all of a sudden, I'm talking going, whoa, whoa. Why? Why? That's the way it is in life, ain't it? Seriously, think about it. It is. It is what it is. That's just the way it is. All right, guys. I love y'all. And I thought I saw Mans out there somewhere. Whether I know it's still tough on a lot of you folks. I pray you stay warm and pray you stay healthy. Some of y'all are sick, and some in the hospital you saw a minute ago. Hope you get to feeling better quickly and get out of there and get home. I love you guys, and I thank y'all for being here with me, okay? I love you guys. Y'all take care. Bye-bye. Now I got to find the X.